I I speculated, I think Kathleen Kennedy is gone, and why? Because she is getting awards. She has recently received two major lifetime achievement career awards, not for a specific movie. And we will get to the full video of her acceptance speech. It's about 4 minutes. We will get to it. But Kathleen Kennedy had to respond to all of these videos. We did a video over a week ago, but and then a bunch of people did videos early in the week, and it actually made the trades. The Reporter, whatnot, all wrote stories about this. And here's a quote from one of those, from our friend Angry Badger. Here it is. Kathleen Kennedy says, the truth is, I want to just say this loud and clear, I am not retiring. I will never retire from movies. I will die making movies. That is the first thing that's important to say. I am not retiring. What's happening at Lucasfilm is I have been talking for quite some time with both Bob and Alan about what eventual succession might look like. We have an amazing bench of people here, and we have every intention of making an announcement months or a year down the road. We are in lockstep as to what that's going to be. And I am continuing. I'm producing Mandalorian, the movie right now. And I'm also producing Sean Levy's movie, which is after that. So I'm continuing to stay at Lucasfilm and looking very thoughtfully with Bob and Alan as to who's stepping in. So that is all underway. And we have every right to make that announcement when we want to make it. Basically, she is confirming what we said. Like, I'm going to retire when I say I'm retired. So make of that what you will. But she definitely responded, and Alan, I don't know what your thoughts are. I think this is BS. And like, look, I mentioned two things on the Nooner this week. I said there are two things that will happen. They'll get someone like a big personality to run it. It could be Favreau. It could be someone from the outside. Yes, it could be Feige, could leave Marvel and run Lucasfilm, or they will hire from within. It sounds like Kathleen Kennedy wants them to hire from within, and Kathleen wants to choose who that person is. Thoughts on her comments, Alan? And then I'm going to show this video.
Yeah, I like how she says, we'll have an announcement months or a year from now. It just seems like the more we say, oh, here's when she's going to retire, it feels like that kind of news only extends her ultimately making that news, because I don't think she will allow herself to get scooped. She wants to be fully in control of the announcement. And if a rumor comes out there that happens to be close to the date she wants to announce, she'll just extend it out. So I feel like we're just extending this. Maybe we should just calm things down and let her finally announce it.
This is a video I will play for you. It's 4 minutes. I'll play it uninterrupted, and Alan and I will talk on the other side. This is her ASC Awards acceptance speech. Someone introduces her. She comes up and gives the speech. I'm told it's a very good speech. What can we read into it? We'll talk about it on the other side. Alan, are you ready for this speech?
Yes.
Here we go. Alan, what are you doing, Alan?
I'm unstoring comments.
Well, there you go. All right. Let's take a look at KK's speech. We'll talk on the other side.
Thank you. And thank you, Greg. He came here from London as well. I'm one of those people, I wish the reel could just play and then I could just say thank you. But there's so many people in this room that make me feel so incredibly honored to be recognized by the ASC. And I wanted to say something tonight about the fires. And I think what's already been said is so eloquent, and I'm so amazed at the work that's being done by the AFC, and then to hear Bob Beecher talk about what's going on with the MPTF is just absolutely fantastic. As you honor me, I really want to honor you for creating the magic in movies. One of the most critical choices for a producer is assembling the right team, the talent that brings the script to life. It's a collaboration often defined by the look of the movie or the show. As Roger Deakins puts it, it's not about the bloody technology, it's about the person behind it. I have been incredibly fortunate to work with some of the greatest cinematographers of our time. Looking back, I realize I've worked with more than 30 remarkable cinematographers, and each one has helped shape my journey as a producer. They have taught me the value of the image, the power of visual storytelling, and the true magic of cinema. Dougie Slocum worked with arc lights and VistaVision cameras, gave Raiders of the Lost Ark an undeniably warm, rich look, a template that became nearly impossible to duplicate. Alan Davio testing aspect ratios for E.T., debating 1:8:5 versus anamorphic, using a hard mat to ensure the film's image was fully protected on the big screen. Bob Richardson experimented with bleach bypass on Snow Falling on Cedars, creating a visual language that shaped the movie's emotional tone. Janusz Kaminski crafted the gaslit look of Lincoln to capture the authentic atmosphere of the 19th century. Steve Yedlin, his meticulous work on The Last Jedi, explored the evolving relationship between digital imaging and film, pushing the conversation forward. These creative discussions have shaped my growth as a filmmaker and deepened my appreciation for how a story is told through the lens. More recently, my collaboration with Greg Fraser on Rogue One and The Mandalorian has reinforced this understanding. His deep knowledge of cinematic history informs every modern frame he crafts. He has been a true pioneer, helping to define the evolution of cinematography. My love of movies is inseparable from my love of cinematography. It is the soul of storytelling. I have endless admiration for all of you who bring images to life and create the emotion, depth, and magic on the screen. And I am unbelievably thrilled to hear that there are 46 new female members of the ASC who I look forward to working with one day. Tonight is a celebration not just of my journey, but of all of yours. The cinematographers, the visual poets, the magicians behind the lens. Several years ago, at the Telluride Film Festival, I had the pleasure of meeting John Alton. His book, Painting with Light, was essential reading for anyone who attended film school, including me. He was in his 90s, reflecting on his life, when a young filmmaker in the audience asked, "Mr. Alton, what advice would you give a young cinematographer today?" Alton paused and he said, "Be nice." I think that's the perfect sentiment to leave you with tonight. Thank you.
Did she say Riders of the Lost Ark? I think she misspoke.
Oh, maybe she did.
Look,
I didn't know that.
it's a very good speech. It would make a great retirement speech. She's going over her career in detail, explaining all her accomplishments on Riders of the Lost Ark. She paid tribute to cinematographers. She knows the audience. So look, there's not anything revelatory in it other than I'm telling you, when you get Lifetime Achievement Awards, that means your career is done. And they're saying, here's the door. Alan, your thoughts, and we'll go to chat.
Yeah, I listen to that speech and I wonder, did she say anything that was anything that you wouldn't say at a cinematographer's award? I mean, it just seems like, I don't know, it just seems like very generic, very uninspired. I think it's it's more of a thanks to the cinematographers she's worked with. Which makes me then think she's gained the award because she'd hired a lot of them. Is that how that works? I mean, I'm being very cynical here.
Look, I have read American Cinematographer magazine since I was a teenager. I love the magazine. It's about the craft of filmmaking. It is really hardcore. If you want to make film and make films that look beautiful, you read this magazine. And so I've read it since I was a kid, and it really gets into the, just the finer details of filmmaking. And there are only a few hundred, I think it's like 400-ish cinematographers. She did do the shout out to female cinematographers. She's all about pushing that female power agenda. She put that in the speech. Fine. It's fine. But, I agree with Suns and Shadows in the chat. She is no filmmaker. She's a producer. Correct. She wants to be a creative filmmaker. She is a producer. Now, there are creative producers. I do not think she's one. And I think that this will not be the last Lifetime Achievement Award she will get. I think next year at the Oscars, she's going to get an award. I'm predicting it now. 1 year from now, KK will get a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Oscars after she retires in the fall of this year. Final thoughts, and we'll go to chat.
Yeah,
and then I have some major breaking news. I can't wait to tell you.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if she won the Irving Thalberg Award. Yeah, she did. She did win the Irving Thalberg Award already.
Well, they'll give her another one. Anyway, Alan, your thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. It's.
If you don't have any thoughts, Alan, it's okay.
We're just in those weird place with her, and it's like people just want to see Star Wars move on to something great, and it's like, please, just either go in the right direction or give it up and give it to someone who will. That's all.